Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aaliyah Amira. I help women break through mental clutter so that they can align with their highest and best self. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button somewhere around here and drop a comment and let me know who you are and say hi. I love to meet new people. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about why you overthink things. And this is one of the things that I really had to overcome in my own life, on my own personal development journey, but it's also one of the things that led me to discovering yoga and meditation. So overthinking for me is like a big deal. And it's really funny because I had an aura reading and my picture showed that I spend most of my time, I guess, energetically, really in my mind and my head space. And it showed up in my aura. And I just think that's crazy because I do kind of have a habit of overthinking. But let's be clear. I'm not saying to never have another thought at all. Because our minds are designed to think and have thoughts. That's not the problem. The problem comes when we start obsessing over our thoughts over and over, because really that's what overthinking is, right? It's those obsessive, repetitive, nagging thoughts that keep our attention and keep us distracted from the present moment. It's really important for us to remember that overthinking is really rooted in fear. And it's that fear that's really causing you to be stressed out and worried in your life. You're either regretting something from your past, something that happened maybe a long time ago, and you feel like you could have handled it better. So you can't really let it go, and it's just sitting in your spirit. And you keep replaying the scenario over and over and over again. Or you're worried about something that could possibly happen in the perceived future. You want to know what's interesting? The past and the future don't exist. They both do not exist, okay? So the past is the past, right? It already happened. And the future is just a figment of your imagination until it happens in the present moment, right? So you're just holding on to the idea and you have a perception of what danger could look like. And that's what's really causing you the stress and the worry. And that's why you're overthinking, right? And it's causing you to be anxious because you keep replaying these scenarios over and over in your head. And since your mind is always trying to keep you safe from any perceived danger, it'll justify all of the overthinking that it can, just so that it can feel safe, just so that it can make you feel like you're getting ahead of the problem or that you're fixing everything. And the reality is that we really just can't fix everything, right? Everything is not in our control, and we can't prevent everything either. And like I said before, if something happened in the past, it's really no reason to keep replaying it, because we can't change the past, right? We can only change what's happening in the present moment. So the next time that you feel yourself starting to overthink and get into your head, I want you to do this first. Just stop, take 3 deep breaths, and begin to shift your focus back into the present moment. And I'm just going to share with you the way that I do this, and this is just me. So while I'm taking my 3 deep breaths, in my mind, I'm saying in, out, in, out. And of course, it doesn't have to look as obvious, but why am I saying in and out in my mind? Well, because if I'm focused on my breath, I literally cannot be focused on or worrying about anything that's happening, right? That's how I get into the present moment. So once you're in the present moment and more into your body, just ask yourself, will worrying or repeating the same thoughts change anything? that's already happened, right? And just be honest with yourself. Because unless you have a time machine, you can't go back to the past and change anything. If you're regretting something, it's time to let that go and just move on. Allow yourself to move on. Now what you could do is you could begin to learn from the situations in the past, and so that way you can make a more informed or better decision in the present moment. But really, it's time to let those things go, okay? Don't just keep regretting and repeating those same negative things, because it's also going to keep you in a low vibration, right? You're going to be matching that frequency. And so, what's really going to start to happen is you'll start to subconsciously attract all the things that you don't want, all the things that you're regretting and you're holding on to. You're still a vibrational match. And so, you're going to keep manifesting those things into your life. Another thing that you can ask yourself is, what's the worst that could happen? And just be honest with yourself. And this is if you're kind of debating something that might happen in the future. If you need help kind of making an important decision, right? Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? So you really want to weigh your pros and your cons, right? So what I would do is I would just get out a sheet of paper and just say option A, what's the worst that can happen? This is the absolute worst thing that could happen, right? Option B, this is the worst thing that can happen. Pick your worst and then let it go. Okay? Because once you commit to your decision and you kind of let it go, then you no longer have to worry about the outcome because you've already thought about it and now you're able to release it, right? You don't want to hold on to those unwanted thoughts for too long, because they really cause a lot of stress within the body, right? And stress can lead to disease and illness. And of course, practicing yoga and meditation are always good tools to really getting outside of your mind, stop overthinking, and get more into your body, okay? So that is all that I have for today. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.